Momentum. So this time around, we're gonna be talking about your core beliefs, your core business beliefs. In this section, you'll look at page 22. I'll give you one afterwards, or I'll forward you afterwards. So page 22 is section 3, where it says establishing your core business beliefs. What I want to talk about in this section is, what is our business belief? Now, in the video that I put out there for the class, I'm basically talking about making sure that your business is not at zero and that we propel it to get you into some inventory. The last class that I did on momentum on this one, I know that Elliot, you'll probably remember, I mentioned if we were Starbucks, we were the owner of a Starbucks, would it make sense that we opened up at 12 in the afternoon? No. And usually, does anybody ever open up right on time? No. What happens when we open up right on time? We're already late for the day, right? So in our last class, I mentioned those key topics because if you start at a certain time, like let's say 12 o'clock in the afternoon, if we were an owner of a Starbucks coffee shop, do you think that we will gain the business that we should gain for the day at the end of the day? No. So now let's take that into effect into our business. This is where no one likes to talk about, and I've said it before, planning out your day. The beautiful part about our business is that we are self-employed. We can make our own schedules, but we have to make sure that we keep on our schedule and our routine. So case in fact, there is in the momentum course, it asks, if you had 24 hours in a full day, what would you do and what would you complete in that day? Similar to that as...
Hi, sorry we're a little late.
Come on in. So sort of something like if, there's that question that like, you probably see in movies, if this was your last day on earth, what would you do? Or if you had 2 days to live, what would you do? And a lot of people say different things differently, like, oh, I wish I would have, spent time with my family. We always think about those things because we already know what we want to do. But why is it that in our business, why is it that we don't know what to do?
Because we don't plan nothing the day before or a week before.
Correct. We don't plan. We think, I hate to say this because I'm guilty to this too. So anything that I say, guys, I've already been guilty of it. We always say we know what we're doing. And sometimes we make the mistake and we trip over our feet and fall back, like front on our face, and we make a mistake that we don't know what we're doing, right? Okay. So, hi there. I'm just gonna let everybody triple in. I feel like this is gonna be like, hey, my name is, no, just kidding. But no, I'm glad you guys came in. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna talk about establishing your core business beliefs. When you got into the business, with show of hands, you can raise it, you can say it out loud, it doesn't matter. With show of hands, when you got into this real estate business, what was the belief that you had about it?
Making good money.
I always hear that.
Yeah.
Making good money, right?
Yeah. Help people.
Okay.
Well, kind of that, like you're just gonna find people who are qualified and that the leads are there. Like my parents have been in the business for 28, 29 years and they always had business. So I thought, oh yeah.
It's gonna be like that, right?
It's gonna be there, right?
Okay. So, and I know her parents, so yes, I would think the same thing. How about yourself?
Well, I thought it would be as well, seeing but I've been working with my dad here and there, and kind of like sometimes there's a lot of business and sometimes it goes dry. So I'm trying to just keep it consistent.
Okay, so did you hear that? Sometimes there's a business and sometimes it goes dry. I always hear the number one reason, because I want to make a lot of money. Yeah,
That's the major reason.
that is a major reason. So think about it from like an owner's perspective, a business owner's perspective. You own your own business, right? If you want to recruit for your own business, and I was the one you were interviewing me, and I told you that the reason why I got into this business, or the reason why I want to work for you, is because I want to make a lot of money. Do you think that that's right there? That's the right answer?
No.
Why? Why?
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy. But let me explain. I want to like break it down. The reason why we don't ever want to say that, or that thought. We need to change that belief in our mind. It's because you guys all said it. It's very, what we thought it is, it's not. You know, even for the new ones that are in this industry, hey, I give it to them. They do a lot of social media. They do a lot of Gen X, millennial stuff that I don't even know what those mean anymore, but they're pushing it out there and they're getting the business. But it's funny because it's kind of a little bit of everything. With the new generation as well as the seasoned generation can learn from the new generation. The new generation needs to learn from the seasoned generation. Why? Because it's not just putting balloons at an open house and getting there and wearing your sweatpants and saying, welcome to this open house and I'm gonna sell it. No, it takes a little bit more than that. It's relationship building, it's network building. So that's why I ask. And in Momentum, it asks, what is your core belief? So can you do me a favor? I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute. Do me this, but do this for yourself, really honestly. Write down, what is your core belief and where do you see yourself in 5 years? Some of us may be retiring. I don't think I'll ever retire because even though I would like to retire, I think the business keeps me going, keeps me alive. So that's my personal belief. But if you're retiring, it could be that. But what do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Or better yet, if you want to shorten it, where do you see yourself before the end of the year? I'd rather give you guys that. That's more of a challenge. Before the end of the year, what is your goal for your business? Your piece of paper?
Well,
I was like,
I was not getting it. You want her to write it for you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hold on. I got a piece of paper in my handy dandy, like little notepad thingy. Hold on. It's going to be.
You can't give me that notepad.
No, I'm not giving you the notepad.
No, you were ready.
You've been
Don't
asking.
you know why?
Yeah, I know why, because you've been asking for that notepad since I forgot. And okay, you can use this pen, but please give it back because I'm gonna need it for the day. All right, guys. Yeah, just write it down. It doesn't have to be that long. Simple and sweet. This is the section, establishing your core business beliefs. Okay. I mean, the challenge is, where do you see yourselves before the end of the year? Do you see yourselves closing 5 deals, 10 deals, 1 deal? Do you see yourselves volunteering? Do you see yourselves networking? Good. For you guys that don't know, this is Jennifer Lucero. You don't know her? Then now you do. Okay. So write it down, guys. Next thing we want to know is that after you have written that down, your goal, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to meet your goal? Who else we got going here? Oh, that's Justin. Well, everybody knows Justin. Hi, Justin. Hi. So how bad do you want to meet your goal? How bad do you want it? I would hope that you want it really bad. Okay. Next thing, let's talk about outlining your aspirations. When outlining your aspirations, we have to focus on certain areas. Those areas of aspirations is the wants, the desires, the passion, and the obsession. What is the want that we have of being in the business? The want is possibly because we want to help people. We want to thrive. The desire, what is the desire that you have in the business? So this is what we're going to be talking about. The 4 stages of aspirations: want, desire, passion, obsession. You want, you can clearly identify it, and you're actively talking about it. So if you're actively doing your real estate business, if you're actively pursuing your clientele, or I can also hear in the back of my head agents saying, I don't have business. I hear that all the time. Why? I don't know. But the only thing that I can say is the reason why you don't have business is possibly because the want, the desire, the passion, the obsession are not there. Listen, real estate is a little tricky and it can sometimes deflate us where we're just like, we don't know what we're doing. Why is it not happening for us? It happens. I'm going to take a step out of this and give you guys a core example, and I'll give you examples along the way of things that you guys should be doing, could be doing, or advising and guiding. Okay. I have noticed in the last 2 months, I've driven through Covina, West Covina, Glendora, Azusa, these particular areas only because my clients are looking in this area. We're looking for over a mill range, specific type of home. There's plenty of homes on the market. And I'm talking about homes that are, okay. Now let's talk about the realtors that list them. That's always fun to talk about. They always say we shouldn't talk about other realtors, but the only reason why I'm talking is because I'm taking a little bit of what I've seen so I can give you an example of what not to do. Okay. How many of you have heard of artificial intelligence? It's great, right? I mean, shoot, I could plug a picture of myself, throw it up on ChatGPT, and I am a freaking supermodel. But I'm not. Now, let's talk about a home that they like to put on ChatGPT. It enhances it, right? I find it that some of these real estate agents, I have called them out indirectly, just not with their names, on my Instagram. They have put these properties on the market, and they don't look anything like how it looks in pictures. Okay? So that's one. Second thing that they don't do. Didn't I say that it's so easy? We can learn a little bit from the new generation, and the old generation can learn from the new generation, vice versa. Didn't I say that I've also seen realtors do open houses? And let's see, how can I say it? They don't have open house signs posted. I don't understand why. If you do have an open house thing on the MLS where it says it's from this time to this time, there aren't any open house signs. Secondly, they are in their Walmart $5 t-shirt and $10 sweatpants, which I'm okay with because they're cute, but shouldn't you be wearing that, at home at your leisure? And the home does not look anything of what is described. The home is falling apart, and the description on the MLS, it's a wonderful piece of property centrally located in the city of Glendora, where you have mesmerizing views and a wonderful pool. Or little that you know that the pool needs to be replastered. The pool, if the pool equipment doesn't even work. Really, it's amazing views. The amazing view is that I see the neighbor's backyard that has a ton of junk in the back, and there's no mountainous views, and there's nothing like that. So what I decided to do is that I'm gonna call them out, but this is the way I'm gonna try to get business. So what that means is when it comes down to my marketing, how many of you guys have been working on your marketing? Remember, we don't wanna have $0. We wanna make $1 million, or we wanna, whatever the goal may be. So how many of us have been working on our marketing? Okay, you have.
A little bit.
Lucero always works on her marketing. I don't ever see you.
You don't see me?
I don't see
I
you.
on Sunday, I was showing property.
Okay. What I'm trying to get at, what is it that we're not doing with our marketing? So I will show you my postcard later on in the class. I decided to build out a marketing postcard, which I'm already distributing, where I am letting know a ton of homeowners, don't let your home sell without proper marketing, without the proper agent. Use professionalism, use that. Because I feel like homeowners are being blindsided due to the fact that they still think that they don't have to pay for a buyer's agent's commission, that they don't think that they have to pay for the listing commission to be just as much. But then isn't that a disservice with the service that you're signing over to the realtor to do? So instead of being a disservice to the community or disservice to the client, you need to be of service. So how can we be of service? So we could be of service when we have the want, desire, passion, obsession in our business, right? So think about it. What is your wants? What are your desires? What's your passion and what's your obsession? How many of us have cell phones? I'm gonna ask you. How much business is your cell phone worth? How much business do you have going on in there?
$1 million. I mean, it's all my clients.
How many clients do you have in there? Do you know?
About 1,900.
Okay, imagine that. Imagine 1,900. So if you did the math, on average total sales is what, like, let's do the math. I want us to all do it together. Grab your phones. Okay. Average total sale. What's your average total sale?
I'm all over,
Give me a specific one.
900.
900,000. 900,000 times, let's just say, if you're the listing agent, let's just say 2.5%. That's 22,500. Times how many clients do you have?
1,900.
Did you guys add it up? I think my coffee's still, I'm waiting to have it still kick in, but have you added it up? $42,750,000.
Wow.
Okay. Convert those.
My goal is 2 million, so.
Okay, have you ever thought about it though? How many contacts do you have on your cell phone? I have about 4,200, okay? And that's been contacts for over 20 years. So, and they obviously still accumulate. Think about it that way, guys. If you want to make it in this business, think about all the business that you guys are not using on your cell phones. So let's go back down to, let's talk about systems. That's where your systems are going to take a big hit. What are you doing in order to provide the service that you want with your past clients? Because here's the thing, you guys, it's not just only about seeking new clients. That's amazing. I love new clients. But how about our past referrals? Have you thought about that? Do we keep in touch with our past referrals?
Mhm.
You do.
We do.
That's great. What is it that you do?
I have HomeBot.
Okay.
And it's, all my clients are in there, so every month they get an updated, on how much their home is worth. And then I'll go in there and update it myself too, so just to make sure.
Write it down, guys. HomeBot.
I
HomeBot.
pay $50 a month.
So you guys have to spend money. So that's another one. In order to make money, you gotta spend money. HomeBot. Okay. What else does anybody else do?
Text messages.
I just
phone
call
calls.
Call? Okay. There is an agent that I know. He's probably viewing it. His name is Frank Quintanilla. Have you guys heard of him?
Yes.
He's out of the West Covina office. I use him as a prime example because he does things that I don't see any other realtor do. Let me give you an example. He has his list of clients or past either referrals, past clients, or even new clients. He has them in a system. What system does he use? I don't know. You guys can go ahead and pick his brain. But I'm pretty sure it's either what's the one site? What's the one that you use, Sarah? There you go, Follow Boss. He probably uses Follow Boss. I don't know. Some people use Realty Juggler. That's a good one. That one's inexpensive. But for some odd reason or another, this man remembers birth dates, anniversaries, children's birth dates, does a ton of stuff, okay?
Mhm.
And he is constantly getting business every month. He doesn't have to do much, but that's a good thing. He's found his niche, okay? He participates in events within his church. He participates in community events. How many of us have been doing that? Okay, so that's where we got to learn what is it that we're going to do to thrive in our business. Again, if you're in this business for the long haul, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I've already been 27 years in this business. It's a long time. I kind of look good for my age. I want to continue being remaining in the business and being present in the business. So you guys have to find your niche. Okay, let's talk about ranking your aspirations. What are you passionate about? So in the business, what is it that you're passionate about? Are you passionate about just working with buyers? Are you passionate about working with sellers? What is it? Is it a little bit of both? Both. Okay. What do you lean towards? Which one do you lean towards?
Buyers.
Buyers. Why is that?
It's just rewarding when you're helping someone find their first home.
It is, but how isn't it rewarding being able to help someone sell their home?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's more listings than buyers, but I
Yes.
think I really have more, I can reward. It's a better feeling when you're helping somebody.
You're helping either way, right?
Yeah, it's either way, but it's just, because if like my listings, they're my past clients.
Okay.
So it's referrals, it's, I already know them, I already built a relationship with them. Buyers that I'm getting now, that like I'm getting to know them, we're building relationships, it's their first home, it's just, it's different.
How many of us have past sellers in our database?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. When's the last time you guys contacted them? That's crickets.
2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe.
Have we ever thought, I'm just throwing it out there, guys. Have we ever thought, well, I have a sip of my coffee. When was the last time we wrote a card? You just said everything.
2 days ago, actually.
You did?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
that's,
I'm this generation, but I like the old school
thank you.
style.
I appreciate you. When was the last time anybody wrote a card?
Christmas.
I called them.
You called them? You know what's nice to do? I'm gonna encourage you guys to do this. Get thank you cards or get just regular blank cards on Amazon. I did this in a class once before. I carry it in my book bag. This is not the book bag I created, it's my other book bag. I always have a card, a note card, a thank you card, so that if I meet somebody right then and there, I get their information. How I get their information, that's easy. Once I've already gotten their address, I have that wonderful app. Come on in. I have that wonderful app on my phone. If you guys don't have it, my RPR, has anybody heard of that? Yep. See, so who has actually dove into the MLS and know what's on the MLS?
Resources there, guys.
All right, so I will volunteer to tell you all the apps that are on the MLS. Not today, sometime in the near future. Okay, for those of you guys that don't know, there is an app called RPR on the website. I believe it's my RPR, but it's RPR. When you're talking to someone, whether you just met them, you could meet them. There's an agent that used to work with me. And she's moved out of the state. But what the fun part about her was that she would have fake conversations everywhere she went, in the line, at the supermarket. And I was like, are you mentally, is there mentally challenged? Is there something going on? No, what she was doing was she did that because she would be like, hey, congratulations. Oh my gosh, we got you an escrow. And guess who's hearing her? Oh, the person in the front, the person in the back. Yeah, can you believe we got you that interest rate that's really low? And for this type of market, oh my gosh. Okay, so she'll have the stupidest, shortest conversations. And when I mean by stupid, it'd be like, if she's at the checkout line, she's like, hey, listen, I'm buying my groceries right now, but I'll discuss what are the next steps so that we can get you into escrow. And boom, she would hang it up. And then people wondered, you sell homes? And then obviously, whether you're Champions Real Estate or Remax Champions or a team group, I know who you work for. I don't know who you work for. I know who you work for. I know who you work for. I don't know who you work for. I don't know who you work for. Why? You're being an invisible agent.
Oh, because I don't have anything.
You're being an invisible agent. I don't know how many pins I have. I don't know how many t-shirts I have. But the benefit about this agent, she had everything planned. I'm surprised she didn't even have a tattoo of the company on her. But she would talk to everybody and always had business cards on hand. If not a business card, a digital card. If you don't know what a digital card is, go to BLINK. I believe that's what or Q. I'm sorry. Thank you.
What is it?
BLINQ, and download your digital business card. I believe it's free. I believe. You might want to check it out. B as in boy, L-I, N as in Nancy, Q as in question. Okay?
Thank you.
So yes, so that was the fun part. She'd always get business this way. And she got a ton of buyers. And I'm like, oh, you're moving out of state. She actually relocated because her husband got a new job and I'm like, she had to start all over again. But regardless, that's how she was getting business. She was a great agent. So when we talk about that and our aspirations, what goals do we have? Anybody can talk about their goals, what you guys wanted to do before the end of the year? whether it's sales or whether it's a life-changing goal. Some of us I know want to retire, maybe buy an island off the coast of I don't know where. But what is it? What is your goal before the end of the year? Anybody?
Yeah, I can share mine. I'm a loan officer, so I work at Champions Mortgage. I have the real estate license, have not tapped into that yet. But now that I'm closing on the loan side and I see what the commission for the agents, I'm like, I need to get out there. So right now it's to grow 75. It's my first year. So that's, maybe I'm thinking small, but that's what I want to do
Anything counts.
for loans. And I want to get 2 more partnerships with agents.
See, it's so funny because we hear that, and then on the real estate side, it's like, oh, we see how much the commission that the loan officer, okay, we want to do that.
Yeah.
So again, it goes right. Okay, but that's a great goal. If that's your goal, then we got to figure out how you're going to work that goal, how you're going to meet to that goal, how you're going to meet to that standard, and what do you have to do. Anybody else want to share?
Close my pipeline, I have 10 transactions going on right now, like different areas.
And
So I
then
wanna close everything out. And then my grandson is in Spain, my daughter moved to Spain, so I wanna go and spend the holidays with them for a couple of months.
can you take us with you? That'd be wonderful. All right, guys. So anybody else want to share? No? Okay. All right. We'll move on. Let's talk about, have you ever heard of is it the 90-30 rule? Anybody heard of that? No one's heard of that.
90-30.
I don't know why. Okay. Who of us go to the gym
I do.
consistently?
I do.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay. How many of us would like to go to the gym? Oh. Okay, you're killing my example right now. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to get. I'm pretty sure this happens to everybody. It's happened to me where you start going to the gym and you're like, and you're like dragging and you're like, and then the worst part is that you put your alarm for that time that you need to get up to go to the gym. And then you're like, I'm waking up at this time. Ugh. And so that's always the first day, and then you're just dragging. Then the second day, it's not dragging as much. The third, and then it progresses, it gets better as the time goes by. They say that if you do, I believe, of that 30 days straight, it becomes a habit. Okay. So what can we do for us to have a frequent repetition of our business? Meaning, working on your schedules. So can you work on your schedule? What time do you work in the mornings? What time do you start? I want to hear what time you guys start in the morning, because this is going to make me
Sorry,
mad.
my kids are fighting. They're in the office.
They're here?
Yes.
Oh, girl,
They're in summer break.
oh, bring them up here. It's okay, we'll have a fight here.
The agent just texted me. He's like, they're so loud. They're hitting each other.
Oh my gosh. That is a first for my class. I feel happy about that one. Okay, but bring them up here. We'll be happy. All right, guys. Now, frequent repetition. How many of us need to work on that? Probably all of us.
Yeah.
What does frequent repetition mean?
Every day.
Every day.
So, question for you guys. Do you guys eat every day?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Oh.
So I got
I was gonna say, why don't you eat?
I'm in a diet.
I'm on a diet too, but do you eat every day?
Yes.
Do you have to eat every day?
Yes.
Why?
No.
To survive.
Energy. You don't have
Oh,
to. Nutrients. Fuel your body.
protein, energy. Okay, I'll ask a better question. Instead of the eating wise for the ones that don't want to eat. Okay. Do we have to drink water every day?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Hydrate.
Okay, if we don't hydrate, what happens?
We dehydrate.
We dehydrate, and if you dehydrate, what happens?
Sickness.
Thank you. I like the fact he went straight for the jugular. You die.
You will go to the process first.
Yeah, you die. Okay. There's no growth without discomfort. So what are we uncomfortable about?
What was the question?
Sorry, what is the question?
The phrase is there's no growth without discomfort. So what are you uncomfortable about within your daily schedules? Is it the getting up? Is it the starting? Is it the routine? Is it trying to get the business? Is it that we try to push it off to the next day? What is it? Is it the procrastination?
Okay, I have an answer. It's a bit of the procrastination. It's also that as soon as the day starts, it doesn't end, right? Like I've had a difficult time setting the boundary. So I know if I'm starting work at 8:30, there's a good chance I'm gonna go till 9 o'clock. Like it won't end up whenever the clients call is when they call. So I'm not used to that part of it yet, candidly.
Ooh, I love that part.
Yeah.
I love that part.
You love that part.
I love that part.
Calling you at 9 o'clock at night?
No, because I have boundaries.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You said
You go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, let's have Jennifer Lucero take the floor right now. Yes,
You just have to be, you have to set them respectfully with your clients, like, especially when it comes to family, if you have kids and things of that nature. I learned, she was talking about our obsession when everything was all about work, all about, you answer the call anytime you're at your son's baseball game. And I'm speaking from experience. And he's about to hit, but my phone's ringing, and I will not let my phone go to voicemail. I've learned that is not. Then they start to take advantage of you.
Yes.
So you can let them know, hey, these are after 7 o'clock. I'll return your call the next day. Or whatever that is. 7 o'clock's a fair time, I think, because when people are working, they get off at 5:30. That gives them plenty of time to call you. But you have to set those expectations up front, and don't let yourself go too long without boundaries, because you'll burn out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yes. So, in a class that I've done, whether it's a listing presentation class or whether I have a buyer's presentation class, and I'm dealing with buyers right now that need to learn boundaries. What do I mean by that? It's not at their time, it's the time that's going to be convenient for both of us, for all of us. Why? Because if you allow them to dictate from the get, you will lose control throughout the whole transaction. Am I wrong or am I right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So guess what this client is going to happen? I'm so happy that we're opening up escrow. Okay. Because I do not want to see any more homes in Glendora, Covina, West Covina. Again, okay? I have seen all of the inventory. I could tell you which ones are good. I could tell you which ones are bad. And I could tell you which ones that you're going to get a counter that's ridiculously over too high. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm in a time crunch. Why is that? What isn't something that's happening starting this week internationally in 3 countries, and I'm wearing a jersey, so that should tell you what I'm talking about.
The World Cup.
Thank you, the World Cup.
We're on vacation.
Yes, and guess what? This girl right here is going to the World Cup. I'll be there, but when do I leave? I leave Sunday. And when am I opening up escrow? I'm opening it today. And guess what my contingency period is? 11 days. Home inspection, loan, and all that stuff. All that wonderful stuff. Okay, so the time crunch that I have is the fact that I need to meet my contingency periods, and most importantly, because I'm not gonna be here after Sunday, I wanna get my home inspection out the door. So this is where the boundaries start to play in. Now that I'm in escrow, I get to have a wonderful conversation with the buyers and let them know the importance of time frames. So now I'm taking over, and this is what it's going to be. I can't be there because of my 4 billion kids. And well, aren't they out of school? Yeah, they are. So we're gonna pack them up all in the car, and you're gonna meet me here, because this is a time frame. Do I want to let them know that I'm going on vacation?
No, right?
No. But at the same time, I want to stress the importance of their contingency period, because we're in a time crunch. So I hold up that onto them, because they have to understand. I have to meet a deadline. I have to meet time restrictions. Our EMD it could be on the line. We don't want that. You give them the information so that they understand. And if at any way they try to get like out of line, reel them back. You remember how, I don't know, I wasn't brought up with the whole backpack and the parent, like with the string or whatever that, you kind of have to do that with some clients sometimes, But that's what I get. But we have to set boundaries. And boundaries is something that you'll learn as you progress within life, but it'll make sense eventually. Okay, let's talk about the important part of, this is like you're saying your truths. Number one, what you frequently think becomes internalized and accepted as truth. You guys understand that?
Yes.
Is it true? Is it true or false? Sometimes we mess ourselves up in the head.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, right? Like, let's just be honest. We mess ourselves up. It's most of the time, so I want to say like 90% of the time. We start saying, thinking, and then we start thinking that it's true. And believing it, that now it's like, oh my gosh, my hair is purple. No, it's not. Number two, once internalized, your truth guide your thinking plus your behavior, right? And it could be anything. It could be maybe a team member, or it could be maybe a buyer or a seller that has told you, hey, you know what? You act a certain type of way and I don't like it. And then what ends up, that gets into your head. And then you start thinking, you probably can't sleep, you get anxiety, and you're like, oh shoot, what do I need to do to change? And then when you're thinking that you need a change, you really don't need to change because you never were acting that way, but you started believing it, and it's really your client that's making you believe that. So we have to set boundaries mentally so that doesn't happen. Because then ultimately what happens? Our business ends up going down. And what do we want it to do? Go up. Number three, the beliefs that become truths ultimately define your reality. Isn't that true? So if my belief is that I am going to make $1 million by the end of the year, and I strive for that, and then I see my business thriving from that, ideally, I'm gonna believe in myself, I'm gonna believe that that is gonna happen, and eventually it will happen. Isn't that crazy that what we think or what we speak about and what we do ends up being what we've now made it happen, like done or said? It's like manifestation. Please, whatever you guys do, when you manifest, please don't manifest that you're gonna have a bad day. Please don't, because I think that would be the worst. Just manifest that you're having an amazing day, you're going to meet a client, you're going to make things happen, because it does happen. It's like, kind of sounds corny, kind of quirky at times, but it does work. Manifestation does help. Number four, well-defined beliefs make it easy to set boundaries, plus make firm yes or no decisions. Do we know how to make yes or no decisions? Why are people saying hi? Why are they saying hi to me? I'm like, it's Jennifer. Okay, so number four, I'm gonna go back to this. Well-defined beliefs make it easy to set boundaries, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Make firm yes or no decisions. Now, you don't have to be a jerk when you make yes or no decisions. Oh, no. No, you just make it, you just do it professionally. You say it professionally. It doesn't hurt, correct? Okay. Let's move on. Your core beliefs. Ooh, I just skipped into, hold on. Okay, your core beliefs. So there's no growth, we're gonna talk about a couple of them. There's no growth without discomfort. I live in a world of abundance. These are things that you guys, if you want, you can take a picture of it. You guys can actually start thinking about these things, or start saying them out loud. As weird as it sounds, as far as manifestation is concerned, I believe that it does help in the fundamentals of your business. Whether you manifest, you meditate, you say prayers, whatever the case may be, whatever helps you. If you believe positively within your business will then be positive. But I like to actually hit on the note of number 8. What is it? Can anybody read it?
It's unacceptable for my business to earn zero.
Yeah.
Why is it unacceptable? Why is it unacceptable?
Because you're not doing business.
Then can I call myself a realtor?
No.
No, oh my gosh, I would be embarrassed. Wouldn't you be embarrassed? Like, you call yourself a realtor and then there's like zero business, zero inventory, zero clientele. And when I mean about clientele, I don't mean about clientele that you're not, okay. I mean about clientele that you're not actively pursuing. I mean, these are the clientele that are archived, like, because they don't want something now, but they're gonna pursue later on. So we need active clientele. So what are we doing to get active clientele? So this is the part that I get to love and talk about, because it's about not being in the zero category. I don't want to be a zero category because I'll be a loser. No, let's talk about how we get business. All right. Let's talk about a couple of things, guys. My only limit is time. True or not? So if my only limit is time, then what do I have to do to get the business? I have to make sure I wake up early, do the things that I have to do, and get out there to get business, correct? What time does anybody wake up in here? Give me, like, throw it out loud. What time?
5.
Anybody else?
5 o'clock.
Anybody else?
10.
Yeah, 7.
I'm not saying that any of them are bad, but now let's break it down. Write it down on your piece of paper. What time do you wake up? Write it down. See, Natalie's son knows what time I wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've contacted him and he's like,
He's up working out at 4 a.m.
yeah, and I'm at the gym at 4:30 and I'm like, I'm like this. I'm like on the stepper. I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry that I'm messaging you right now, but I need help on this one. And then he contacts like, hey, it's no problem. He goes, I'm at the gym. I'm like, okay, good. At least I'm not the only one. I felt bad because I messaged Jennifer at like 5 in the morning, like, hey, good morning. I'm sending her a voice note, and she sends me a voice note back. She goes, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you just sent me a voice message. She goes, I'm barely starting my day. You've already started your day. I'm like, yeah. And then we were messaging each other that one particular day. This was like 2 Fridays ago, and it was 11 a.m. in the morning, and we were talking about something, and I told her, hey, you know what? It's 11:30. I'm already almost done with my day. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Isn't that nice where your day is already done at 11:30 in the morning? You know how much more stuff you could get done the rest of the day? Laundry, dry cleaning, or getting more business, right? Okay. So the reason why I said write down what time you start your day is because I want to know what time you end your day too. If you start at 5, what time do you end your day? Your day?
Like your work day?
Your work day.
Go to bed.
Your work day.
Probably 7.
And what time do you go to bed?
10.
10. Okay. And during that whole time, because this goes for everybody. During that whole time that you started, you finish your work day and then you go to bed. How many hours during that day was spent on your business?
Good question. That's a good one. That's a good question.
Think about it. I gotta ask. I have to ask. Because I'll tell you, you guys can call me out. I will tell you because the witness is out the door right there. I finished at 11:30 a.m. and I couldn't believe it because why? Because I had everything written out in my agenda, what I had to do for complete for that day. Because I knew that the weekend, that was a Friday, I knew that the weekend I needed to start looking for properties or show properties. And I had already looked for properties and I already set up the schedules for the Saturday and Sunday. So now I felt like I was able to gift. Has anybody ever gifted themselves time to do whatever they want? It sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Because we shouldn't have to do that, but because we're business owners, we have to allow time for us. So I was able to enjoy the rest of my afternoon and I actually went to the mall. I don't like going to the mall. But I was like, you know what? I just gotta go because I want to go see what's out there. That sounded so weird what I just said right now. But yeah, I was able to gift myself that time. So the question going back to you guys, and I want an honest, sincere answer. During that time that you woken up, you finished your work and you went to bed during that day, and please don't tell me, oh, I took a lunch break for about 3 hours. No.
Well,
How much of it was spent on your business? 6 hours? Okay, that's good. There's no wrong or right answers. I just want to know if you're telling me that you spent 6. Now let's do the breakdown. Jennifer Lucero said 6 hours. Out of those 6 hours, was it all business? Was it social media? Was it responding back to emails? Or was it because we chit-chatted with someone on the phone? Or because a coworker or another agent took our time? Was it for marketing purposes? Was it for networking purposes? What was it for? See, we have to do that breakdown. Yeah, everything is different, right? So again, if you have 24 hours in a day, which we all do, what time do you start? So you got to now put this into work mode. What time do you wake up? What time do you start work? What time do you finish work? What time do you go to sleep? And during your work hours, if you do have a genuine 6-hour or 5-hour work hours, what are you implementing in that work time? Did you go to the office? Did you network? Did you set up your schedule for the following day? Did you cold call? Did you contact past clients? What did you do? Can any of us does anybody know what they've really done?
No, because every day is different and it's not keeping track of exactly what we're doing.
So now let's break it down even more, because I like the word that she said, track. How many of us know what a financial tracker, or what my mom would say, budget is? You know, okay. So you don't know, it makes it difficult for you to track, right? Does it make it difficult for you to track your numbers in regards to your finances? Okay, see, one goes with the other, right? No business, finances get hit. $0, bills pile up. So what are we gonna do to make sure that this doesn't pile up and this stays steady? Does anybody have an answer? Thank you. Track your numbers, track your activities. I asked in the last class, how many of us track their numbers? You were there, Elliot.
I used to.
You used to. Why? Why did you used to always track your numbers?
I think I got out of focus. That's what the word is.
Okay, out of focus. It happens. We get distracted. Something happens, life events, whatever the case may be. Is it nice to say is it good for us to get out of focus with our finances?
No.
Why?
Affects you. Yes.
How does it affect us?
Everybody has bills to pay, so
You got to pay bills, mortgage, rent, lease, car, 2-hour lunch breaks. Let's go back to this. I'm going to talk about this. Allocating your time each day. This is the meat and potatoes, like they want to say. Meat and potatoes. La carne y las papas. Okay. Number 1, lead generation. We've heard this. Do we do it? No. Okay, but I mean, that's why I'm here to remind you. No. Okay, lead generation. Number 2, lead conversion. Number 3, client care and servicing clients. And 4, career development. You guys, which out of the 4 is what you're doing right now?
Second.
Lead conversion.
3.
3.
Who says 1? Raise your hand. Who says 2?
1 is slightly.
What you're doing right now from 11 to 12:15, what is it that you're here right now? Which one of those is it? Thank you. Is it safe to say that we forget and we don't put time into that's a weird word to say, but I'll say it because it sounds nice. Sounds professional. Career development. Why don't we ever put the effort into our own business, our education to our own business? Is it time? Oh, it goes back to time. Ultimately, it goes back to time, right? Time is what's killing us. It's killing us a lot. Okay, let's talk about lead generation. How many of you guys lead generate? Do you know how to lead generate? Do you have clients? You guys are very quiet. I feel like I've scared you. Do you know what lead generation is?
I know.
Okay, does anybody know what lead generation is?
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
It's basically getting new clients, trying to find new business.
New business.
Okay, if we're trying to find new business, how are we getting it? It's funny because this time around with Momentum, I'm breaking stuff down even more so into subcategories. If we're getting new business, how are we getting it?
Open houses.
Oh, do they really work?
Everywhere.
Not as much as they used to, but yes,
Let's just
we
keep
have.
it real. Do open houses really work now?
Not as, yeah, a little bit.
He does, but not much.
Compared to how it was over 2 years ago before the changes happened, how, do you think that it's gone down significantly?
Yes.
Besides open houses, what's another way of lead generating?
Cold calling. That's my big one.
Social media.
Absentee owners. Cold calling.
Thank you. NODs, out-of-state owners, cold calling. Does anybody do cold calling anymore?
I do.
Okay.
Still do.
So I know that you do because I see Gio, dude, I see her all the time cold calling. She's downstairs in the computer room freaking cold calling, speaking Spanish, and she's wheeling and dealing. Okay. Not a lot of people do cold calling anymore because they're scared of rejection. Well, isn't one of the mantras that we spoke about that you have to be able to be uncomfortable and understand discomfort? Rejection is going to be one of them. The prime example is the weirdest example ever, but I say it and I'll continue to say it because I'm just weird that way. We get rejected every day. You want to know how? You know how? Do you think you guys know what I'm going to say? Do you have a guess? Anything? You guys turn around. Do you see the light? You see how it's red? Well, now it turned green, but you know how it turned red? That's rejection right there. Why is it rejection?
You can't go.
You can't go and it told you no.
Oh, I am stubborn though.
So you're gonna run the light?
Yes.
She's gonna be the California stop. She's the California stop. She just rolls on by. But going back to it, do you understand that we get rejected every day, but why is it that we don't? It's a discomfort, but we have to overcome the discomfort. If you don't overcome the discomfort, you'll never be able to get out of your own skin. If you can't get out of your own skin, you won't be able to talk to people. If you're afraid to talk to people, you need to role play with people. So lead generation can be cold calling, networking, door knocking, going on Wise Pelican, going to your next, whoever does your marketing flyers, going on USPS.com and doing door mail so you can send out things. Going to your title rep and asking them, hey, I need help understanding the website so that I know where there's a turnover in this neighborhood. You do loans, my friend. So when it comes down to doing loans, you can contact the title rep and see when was the last person had refied, had an interest rate that's really, really high. You can go after them for a refi or a loan or whatever. Get into a HELOC, go into investment property, use your equity and invest it somewhere else. Okay? So
What
that's,
works for you?
huh?
What works for you?
Everything works for me. No, I'm just kidding. You know what works for me? I do it. What works for me is going to be door knocking, finding where I can do pop-ups. My niche is, my niche is getting a person, attracting them, like not attracting them, but that doesn't sound right. Capturing their attention. Yeah, that didn't sound right. I take that back. Can we rewind? Okay. Capturing their attention. Whether I am wearing the biggest Remax sweatshirt on me or dancing at a pop-up and having a wheel of fortune and giving out stuff, community events, that is what it helps me. Okay. What helps me is open houses when the buyers come in without their realtor and I say, let me guess, your realtor is a family friend. Oh, why do you say that? Oh, because you're paying them 2 or 2.5% commission off of that BRBC and they're not even here to help you. Do you have an itinerary of the next homes that you plan on going? What's that? Giving them information. It sounds bad the way I'm going across it, but I'm informing them that, yes, I am informing them that there is more to a realtor and we have value.
Yes.
And my first thing is you can go and contact any of my past clients. I have told them all, and I say this to this day, it doesn't matter if you don't use me as your realtor, as long as I know that I've educated you and been able to guide you. And I'm okay with that. It's been good. Videos. Guess who we have here? Doing a great video. Why not? a couple of years ago, and I'm talking about lead generation, and then we'll talk about lead conversion, and then we'll finish with career development. A couple of years ago, I had the idea of, listen, if I'm gonna be working with a new buyer, I'm gonna do a video in regards to the BRBC and break it down, and I did in Spanish and in English. Anytime I had a new buyer and I had to explain to them that contract instead of explaining to them on a form, boom, here's the video. Next thing, how about huh? Yeah, dude, you did that.
That's just amazing.
You did that. The other thing that I did also was I did an introduction as a realtor. And I said, hi, my name is Elizabeth. I did in English and Spanish. Been X amount of years in the business, and this are the services that I provide, boom, did it in English and Spanish. Justin can handle it, he edited it, boom, anytime I get a phone.
That's a good one, next for myself.
There's so many things to do. Okay, next, lead conversion. Can you guys, how difficult is it for you guys to do lead conversions? Oh,
I
okay.
haven't done it.
Why?
No, I have.
Oh, you have done it,
Yeah.
okay. What, do you know your conversion rate?
What is that?
And how do you know that you do lead conversion?
Well, the way that I look at lead conversion is like myself, I do cold calling.
Okay.
And then after that, I try to call them,
So, well, it's the same thing. In the cold calling, example, if you call about 100 phone numbers in a day, how many of those are you able to
Oh,
convert?
converting? Oh, okay. Probably would be, maybe, I don't know, out of those people, I probably right now, like 4 or 5.
Which is fine, because that's about right. I'll probably be maybe 2 or 3, because it takes over 150 or 200 to just get one. Okay, believe it or not.
I have a listing right now with them. That was a conversion.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Cold calling.
Well, congratulations, and I hope it goes well for you.
Thank you.
Okay, when it comes down to lead conversion, guys, you have to know what's gonna convert them. If your conversion rate, like when I talk about the conversion rate in a pocket area that you're gonna go and solicit to, if it's not for title for realtors, if it's not over 6%, get away from that area. If your conversion rate as a realtor is under 70%, we gotta tweak something. We gotta work on something. We gotta figure out what it is that you're not able to do. And what it is that how you are not able to close them. Because here's the thing, if you're too pushy, but most of the time, what is a client gonna do, the customer? Pull back. So how you lead convert is this. These are quick steps. You talk to them on the phone. You find out what their plans are, future, present, and long-term. Why do we ask all these questions, and why does it seem like we're interrogating them? Well, that's another way of getting to know them, right? Okay, exactly. We ask personal questions. How many kids do you have? Okay, you have 3. Oh, this is your first time buying. Oh, that's beautiful. Where's your, if you could get qualified today, where would you move to? Okay. Hey, by chance, do you have any money for your down payment? Yes, I have $700,000. Perfect. I've been saving it for 13 years. And that's why I have some, okay, great. And so this is gonna be your forever home, right? Yeah, okay. So because I wanna work with you and I wanna be able to find your forever home, understand that not only am I finding your forever home, but this is gonna be the start of your investments for the future. Oh, what do you mean by that? You have 3 children, right? Yeah. Wouldn't you want your children to have property themselves? Wouldn't you want to be able to then reap the equity out of a property and build equity for them on future properties? I want to be able to teach you how to do that. How does that conversation sound?
Good.
As opposed to, this is what I hear all the time, as opposed to, okay, how much down payment do you have? Oh, I got $25,000, okay. So we probably go FHA. What areas are you looking at? I'm looking in West Covina, Glendora. Oh, okay. Bedroom, bathroom count. Okay. Are you pre-qualified? Oh, you haven't. Okay, so you need to do that. Once you get that done, then we can go and show properties. How does that conversation sound? Cold, right? Is that conversion rate going to be high or low? The first one will be high.
Yes.
I would think so, right? Because not only have you now had a conversation with them, but guess what that realtor is going to do if they were smart enough after that phone call? Hey, you know what? I'm so happy that I was able to speak to you. Listen, this is my direct number. After we get off the phone, I am going to forward you a a handout that I have that specifically speaks about the process of buying a property that goes from getting pre-qualified to the close of escrow. And I'm also gonna send you a video, my introductory video, so that you can get to know who I am, since you only have met me over the phone. Does that sound good to you? Thank you. Boom. That conversion rate will be higher. So you see the small little tweaks that you need to do? It sounds cheesy, but trusting me, it works. Client care and servicing clients. I know a couple of us do this, but I spoke about it, and Julissa, you started doing it. You wrote cards, right? Servicing clients. Do we ever go and visit our past clients?
Yes.
Thank you. Some of us forget.
You actually brought that up in one class. So pop-ups, I do like pop-ups. I go and buy the popcorn at Costco with all the flavors, the
Yes.
zebra and all that, and I'll do pop-ups.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. I bet your clients appreciate that. Okay, pop-ups. It's bringing them a gift. Something sweet. Okay, so what, we're in June. Okay, so Father's Day is like coming up, and that's gonna be coming up soon. What's the next one? The next one will be 4th of July. Guess what you should be doing? Have you ever heard, what is it called? The Oriental something, where you could buy in bulk?
Trending?
Yes. Or what is it called?
Oriental trending.
Yeah, Oriental Trading Company. You could buy 100 American flags and even attach your business card to it. And you could go in a pocket area or a neighborhood that you want to go and solicit to as a loan officer, as a realtor. Go walk early in the morning, go take your husband, go take the dog, put a Remax or Champions Real Estate t-shirt on the dog, and go up around there and say, hey, for your 4th of July, I would like, this is for your front lawn, whatever. There is an agent, I'm not gonna name names, that works out in the Moreno Valley area. I know her very well because I know her for over 10 years. She is dedicated and on it every year for every freaking holiday. And when it comes down to 4th of July, there is a specific pocket that she really works. It is so pretty because I have shown properties in that pocket, and all the American flags are on the front lawn. And because there's a nice wind, they're all flowing and everything, and it's so pretty. And I'm like, oh, courtesy of, and I know who that is. I know who that agent is. Wouldn't it be nice for it to be courtesy of you, Julissa, Jennifer, Elliot? Doesn't that sound nice? Okay, so you guys have to think of something. Client care services. So contacting them, writing note cards, something that they'll keep. I don't want to sound mean, but the whole calendar thing. Yeah, you could do a magnet and post it up on the refrigerator, but let's now think outside of the box and think of something else. Okay. Next thing, career development. We're gonna end with this, guys. If your business is 0 and nothing's happening, what's the best way to try to get back in the groove of things? So if I wanted to get out of real estate and I wanted to pursue me being an attorney, what would I have to do? Thank you. I would have to go to school. Okay. Let's take the infamous, I really don't care about this celebrity, but let's just bring this celebrity in the mix. Has anybody heard of Kim Kardashian? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Who? That's exactly what I like to say. Kim Kardashian. Everybody knows her as what? A reality TV star, right? And she has her own makeup line or like clothing line, Skims or whatever. She's also paired up with Nike and whatever. Okay. But did anybody know that her father was an attorney? Okay. And what did she do during these last years? She pursued becoming what? An attorney. And you know how we just spoke about time? Let's talk about her, because she's a celebrity, and I get it. She has money, but she also has family. She has kids. Yes, I get it. She has nannies, but the chick wakes up freaking early in the morning. She wakes up at 4. She's in her gym. I mean, she doesn't have to drive far. She has her compound. Her gym is right there, so she's training. She's making sure that her kids go to school. She actually drops them off for school. She has events and social occasions. She has a social agenda. But during all this time, what did she do? She was able to go and pursue becoming an attorney. Well, she passed the little one, the mini bar, not the main one, but she was able to do that. I think it was after the second or third try, but see how she was able to pursue that? Okay, let's go back to us. Time is what's killing us, and that's why the business is at zero, because of the time. If you don't take if you don't take your schedule into consideration, your business will continue being low. It'll never catapult. In order for it to catapult, what do you need? You need education, you need to brainstorm, you need to talk to people that are thriving in the business and not just be thinking that you can do it on your own. There's not just myself and not just Jennifer that are in the office that are helping. Everybody here helps. If you need brainstorming, you need help, you have affiliates. You also have your title, you have your escrow, you have everyone here. But education and career development is what's going to help you. If you weren't here, what would you be doing? Let me see now, what time is it?
12 something, 12.
12:06.
Okay, 12:06. Some people might just be waking up.
Back in college.
Back in college. Some people might just be waking up. Or wait a minute. This is the infamous one. Some people might just be barely having breakfast, or they just already got ready and they're about to go get lunch and they haven't even gotten to the office. But what did you guys do? You came here. So before I finish, because we are finishing up and we're wrapping up, what I'd like to know is what's your takeaway from this class? And what is it that you're trying to look for or look forward to for the next class? What's your takeaway?
Track everything I do.
You know, I don't want to put an Apple AirTag on you, but yeah, you're gonna have to track. You have to track stuff. I mean, it happens. Okay, so track everything you do. Anything else, guys?
Success requires discipline.
That's a good one. Oh, that kind of hurt. That hurt. That actually gave me
I need
like,
more discipline.
that gave me heartburn. I need a omeprazole for that one. Yeah, it requires discipline. Anybody else?
There has to be focus. And that probably is gonna help me to focus.
Yeah.
Because we need things like that. Small groups, doesn't matter, we need this to be
Yes.
each other. Yeah,
We need accountability. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it with this, and I hope this helps, guys. Okay. So with all of this, because like I said, I'm happy to help, and I'm gonna be teaching an extended version of this with some more stuff to learn about your business and how to actually be a business owner. In the last class that we had, I asked everybody in this class, how many of you guys are employees? And they were like, Justin. I asked, how many are you employees? And how many of you guys are business owners? And the ones that were there raised their hand as their business owners. And I told them to raise their hand down because they weren't acting as business owners. They're acting as employees. And why is that? Because they're allowing that other people to manage them instead of them managing their own business.
Very true.
What does that mean? You're not managing your time. You're not managing your worth. You're not managing your clients. They're managing you. So you have to pull that and flip it and put it on the reverse side so that your business doesn't stay at zero and you make your goals of what you need to do. So Gio said an important thing. She needs this. This is what helps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I cannot work from home. Home is a distraction for me. I don't know. I didn't even do it during COVID. I snuck away. I had to get out. I feel better in an office setting. Why? Because I'm able to brainstorm. I see my affiliates. I see people that I can actually ask, hey, dumb question. I'm always coming up with that phrase, hey, dumb question, because I do believe that there are some dumb questions. But it helped me out because then at least I'm in the know what's going on in the business development. If you feel that you need to maybe team up with somebody or work on a team, go for it and do that. If you feel you can do it on your own, great. If you need direction or help, always pick people's brains. It does not hurt to ask. With that said, guys, that concludes this class of Momentum. And I hope you guys learned something. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you.